Shalom. Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and the elder bishops of Great Millstone. And peace to many Akim has their life daily, push the truth with sincerity, and a few aquafless learning Shalom. Once again, my name is Idon with GMS Detroit Bar Camp. Pray this video is edifying to the so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners scattered abroad to four corners of the whole world. And this video is on the M.O.T.B. But first, before I do that, YouTube copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and education and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. So now we got that out. This video is on the M.O.T.B. and I got this article from Medical Express, about brain-computer interface decodes Mandarin from the neural signals in real time. You see, just not only America's working on a BCI, China is also working on it too. And here's a picture of it. Putting a micro C-hip inside the brain, and they're using that to read real-time processing, onset detection, syllable tone decoder, language model. That's Mandarin, one of the languages in China, and flat out it's got the brain mapped out, probably using an EKG machine and cardiociphogram machine. Let's drop that, close that, and let's get into the article. Researchers in Shanghai have reported in study recently published in the Science Advances that they have successfully decoded Mandarin Chinese language in real time to help with brain-computer interface, BCI, a framework at first for the BCI working with Tonga languages. The participant involved in the study was also capable of controlling a robotic arm and digital avatar and interacted with large language model using this new system. What are mind reading BCIs used for? While most people may not want a computer reading their mind, those who are unable to speak due to neurological conditions like strokes, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, need to find alternative ways to communicate. Speech decoding BCI is capable of decoding neural signals, offering a promising way to restore communications in such individuals. And adding to the communication, BCI also offers different ways to control devices directly through thoughts. This is particularly helpful for neurological conditions in which disabilities extend beyond speech loss. These types of devices are not exactly a novel technology, but most BCI speech decoding research has focused on English, not Tonga language. A leading reproach focus on the ventral sensor sensory motion cortex, which encodes articulatory kinetic trajectories, neural signals from the region that can be transformed into discrete linguistic units or articulatory gestures, parameters, and sequential uh, 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 sensitized into words, sentences, or sounds. This strategy is especially suitable for individuals with contact speech motor areas, aiming at re-enable functions, communications. So, and recent advances in English language decoding have enabled real-time translation of the brain activity into text or speech for patients with severe uh, this this what is that? This arteria is a speech disorder characterized by difficulty in producing clear and articulate speech due to damage or dysfunction in the muscles or nerves that control speech production. So that's what that is. Caused by conditions such as amyotrophic, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis (ALS) or brain stroke. In the study, the author write, and this is another image. Overcoming the difficulties of decoding Mandarin, advances in the BCI capable of decoding tongal languages like Mandarin have been more limited because Mandarin is a tongal, monosyllabic language with high high homophone density. Speech encoding is more challenging. Some previously studies have decoded small sets of Mandarin syllables or tones, but not the full range needed for practical use and not in real time. However, a clinical study on an epilepsy patient was enabled the researchers to involve the new study to take a different approach. The study conducted on a 34-year-old woman used an implanted 256 channel high density electrical corticography ECOG array to monitor and record neural signals through the series of a single character and sentence reading task over 11 days. The 3-gram Mandarin language model was integrated into proved sentence decoding. The team says analysis of the ECOG signal revealed a distinct neural correlate for syllable, tone, and processing. The system achieved a median syllable identification accuracy of 71.2% in single character tasks. Real-time sentences decoding the reach 73.1%, the character array with the language model, and communication rate of a 49.7 character per minute. A study discriminating the company, you get the understanding, those that's in the know. Hey, this right here is about the M.O.T.B. You know, it's talking about restoring people that's had sclerosis, that's paralyzed, or ALS, if you paralyzed, it helps you move objects with your mind, or icons with your mind. And if you lost all form where you can't talk anymore, it'll help you help them speak Mandarin. You know what they do, what Elon's doing over here is they speak English. You know, hey, this is the next thing coming up, and this is also the market, the M.O.T.B. You know, it's just China's way of doing it. You know, and soon it's gonna go from this. Uh, 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 Man, it's gonna go throughout all the world. Hey, everybody's gonna have a matter of fact. How many countries are the here we go. Right here. The leading companies, and this is from AI Overview, for you can see the leading countries with in BCI development: United States, with Synchron and Neuralink; China, a major player that has repeatedly increased its investment and research output in BCI with strong government backing and a large number of patents and patent applications. Germany, a significant European contributor, focuses on both invasive and non-invasive BCI chip stability and compatibility. China is known for a strong healthcare infrastructure and focus on the miniaturization of how low power design of BCI chips, as well as AI integration in healthcare. France is another key European country in the field with active research programs and notable BCI companies. NextMind, acquired by Snap. The United Kingdoms have an after BCI algorithm optimization for non-invasive devices, part as a various international collaboration. Other countries with notable activity: Canada, infrastructure is active to research programs within academic institutions and technology companies. Switzerland, home of companies like MindMaze, which focus on neural rehabilitation solutions, combining BCI with virtual reality. South Korea, focusing on the integration of BCI in gaming and entertainment sectors. Australia, active research including AI enhanced BCI for neural rehabilitation. India, Brazil, South Africa, these emerging economies have shown significant BCI activity, often focused on developing low cost solutions to address local Medicare needs. And in a sense, BCI development is a worldwide effort with research and commercial activities spanning North America, Europe, Asian Pacific, and Latin America, and the Middle East and Africa. So everybody's working on the micro brain implants, and these things these things are happening right now, and this is one of the final signs. It's going into also the M.O.T.B. You know, matter of fact, let's get some scriptures on that, because whether you perceive it or not, the Most High put it on all of them to do this thing. And it's funny how they all competing for the same thing, and this is what we're waiting for. Hold on. Nope. Revelation. Scripture 13. There you go. That's the right one. This is when we got this advance warning from John the Regulator that this thing will be happening in our time. This is how we know what time we're living in, because of the prophecies. The prophecies from the prophets. And this one of the last prophecies before going into the world being nuked is the M.O.T.B. It comes from our elder apostle, Great Millstone. We know that this is what this scripture is referring to. And matter of fact, let's get it. He calls it all. Matter of fact, let me go back. I want that article again. And I won't. New tab. Slovakia. I ain't had this pulled up already. And he calls it all but small and great. Revelation 13 and 16. He calls it all but small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the charagma in their forehands or in their hands or in their heads, and like right over here with this wait, I gotta do this. Right here with this image right here. Let's just download it. With this image right here, this is what it's talking about. Hey, they got the micro C hip in the brain right here in this image. And this is the inspiration of this video. And people are getting it as we speak right now. People over there in China are receiving it. Matter of fact, let's show people. This is the M.O.T.B. This is the M.O.T.B. Whether you perceive it or not, it is what it is. Let's go back to the scriptures and break it down. When you go into that word, as our elder apostle tells us, go in the meaning of words. It goes into that word charagma. Strong's G 5480 charagma, a stamp or imprinted mark Mark stamp. Matter of fact, let's get it right here. In Strong's definition 5480 in the Greek lexicon, a mark stamp on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. But when you go into right here, in the Strong's definition, a scratch or etching, a stamp or a badge of a servitude. When you take this thing, you're going to be a slave unto them. When this goes to a badge of servitude, as a badge of servitude, you're going to be a slave unto them. You know, because who to say if you do something they don't like, they could always turn your micro C hip off. You know, that no man might buy or sell or save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And matter of fact, and over in UK, no digital ID checks until you change jobs. Matter of fact, the phase no digital ID no work refers to UK government proposing to require free digital ID for all legal residents to prove their right to work, as outlined new policy as Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer. This means individuals will not be able to work legally, not be able to legally work in the UK without it. And though it remains an option for those not seeking employment, it will not be required for access for essential services like healthcare. It's a lot. It's going to jump over to healthcare. It's going to jump over to you being able to buy or sell, according to the scriptures. The policy aims to combat digital immigration and access to the shadow economy, and that's what they say it's for. But it's going to pretty much go if you can't work without the digital ID and it's mandatory, it's going to eventually go into the money because they're going to say, hey, people could make counterfeit money and this and that. That's the reason why we set up the digital, the UK digital currency, and it's going to go into that. And then you're going to have to get the thing, or you ain't going to be able to buy, sell, or trade. You know. Just like the scriptures say, Revelations 13:7, that no man might buy, sell, or save he that had the mark or the name of the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And here is wisdom: let him that have understanding count the number of a beast of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 600 And when we go into that, that right there. 603 the sky size stigma. And when you go into matter of fact, we want to key in on this word, stigma. We want to key on that word, stigma, because once you understand that it's all a plan to get you to fall for it. 6 and 17. This is strong. Galatians 6 and 17. For henceforth let no man trouble me, for I bear in my body the marks of the Lord Yahushua. And when you go into that word, marks, it goes into that word stigma. As stigma, Strong's G 4742. Mark pricked it. Outline biblical uses mark pricked it, or branded in the body. Ancient Oriental uses, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked or cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belonged to. There was even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with tokens to their God. So if you get this thing, man, hey, you pretty much saying this is your God. Because hey, anything take you away from doing the will of Yahweh Shem Shai, that's your God. You know? It is what it is. And soon, hey, they're gonna crash the economy, crash the system, and they want to do the great reset coming real soon. You know, that's the agenda 2030 when they reset everything again. For recognition of ownership, Strong's definition, a mark, stigma, primary, stizzle to stick or prick, a mark, incise or punch for recognition of ownership. Figuratively, a scar of service. Karagma, a mark. Hey, it is what it is. And if you get this thing, hey, Yahweh Shem Shai is going to destroy you. You know? You know, it is what it is. And this is, what is that image? Micro C hip in your brain. Like Neuralinks. They got people trying to get this thing. There's some doing all the technology, and if you get this thing, hey, Yahweh Shem Shai is going to mess you up. You know. So that's it on this one. I pray this video is edifying to the hopeful elect. A all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakadash. A double honors to the apostles and elders and elder bishops of Great Millstone, and peace to many Akim has their life daily. Shalom.